Hello students, my name is Rajiv Ranjan Sinha and I will be discussing the paper of Botany with you all. I will be discussing the paper both in English as also in Hindi. हम लोग जो इंग्लिश में भी डिस्कशन करेंगे और हिंदी में भी करेंगे ताकि किसी स्टूडेंट को प्रॉब्लम ना हो समझने की, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पर सबसे पहले हम लोग देखें पहला क्वेश्चन. द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जस्ट इज देयर. Who divided animals into two groups, those which had red blood and those which didn't have? किसने जो वो पहली बार एनिमल्स को डिवाइड किया उन दो ग्रुप्स में जिनमें कि रेड ब्लड थे, लाल खून था, और जिनमें लाल खून नहीं था? There are four options: Theophrastus, Aristotle, Pliny the Elder, and all of them. इसमें the correct answer is Aristotle. Here the correct answer is Aristotle. तो सही आंसर क्या है? Aristotle. So Aristotle had divided the animals into two groups, that is anema and enema. I'm just writing the name of these two groups. Anema. Anema. Anema, he just used the word anema for those animals which animals having no red blood. Nowadays, these animals are referred to as the invertebrates. On the other hand, the other group that he just discussed about, so it was the enema. So these were the animals having red blood in their body. तो वो एनिमल्स जिनके बॉडी में रेड ब्लड होता है तो उसको उन्होंने रेफर किया एज इनेमा. आज के डेट में हम लोग उसको वर्टिब्रेट के नाम से जानते हैं. Nowadays we just know such animals as the vertebrates. Okay, so the correct answer is B. It is just to remind you that Aristotle is also the father of biology. Aristotle, वो father of biology भी हैं. He is the father of biology. He is the father of the animal embryology. As also, he is the real father of taxonomy. So since he just gave such a classification, so this is why Aristotle is also referred to as the real father of taxonomy. Real father of taxonomy. He had also for the first time studied the development of the chick inside the egg. So this is why many also consider him as the father of animal embryology. So now let's see the second question. The second question is, in Linnaeus' time, blank kingdom classification was practiced. One kingdom classification, two kingdom classification, three kingdom classification, and five kingdom classification. The correct answer is that in Linnaeus' time, two kingdom classification was practiced. So Linnaeus का समय, Carolus Linnaeus, he is the tall figure in the field of taxonomy. So Carolus Linnaeus साहब जो हैं, who is also known as the father of taxonomy. Father of taxonomy. As we know that taxonomy is a branch of biology that deals with identification, nomenclature and classification of the living beings. तो यहाँ पर कैरोलस लीनियस जो है, इनको टैक्सोनॉमी का फादर कहा जाता है. टैक्सोनॉमी वो ब्रांच जिसमें लिविंग बींग्स को आइडेंटिफाई किया जाता है, उनको एक नाम दिया जाता है जिसको बायनोमियल नोमेनक्लेचर कहते हैं, और उसके अलावा उनको क्लासिफाई किया जाता है। तो यहाँ पर लिनियस के समय टू किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन वाज इन प्रैक्टिस एंड तो इट वाज द टू किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन and the entire living beings were classified into two categories, that is, so they were categorized into two categories, that are the animals and plants. So they were categorized into kingdom Animalia, that included the animals, and kingdom Plantae, that included plants. तो दो किंगडम में क्लासिफाई किया इन्होंने लिविंग बींग्स को, एक किंगडम एनिमेलिया जिनमें एनिमल्स आते हैं और दूसरा किंगडम प्लांटी जिनमें प्लांट्स आते हैं। ठीक है, तो हियर लेट्स जस्ट मूव ओवर टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। So here the next question is, the two kingdom classification did not distinguish between eukaryotes and prokaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organisms, photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organisms, all of these। ठीक है, तो दो किंगडम का जो क्लासिफिकेशन था वो किन चीजों में जो है वो फर्क नहीं करता था, डिस्टिंग्विश नहीं करता था, यूकैरियोट और प्रोकैरियोट में, यूनिसेलुलर मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स में, फोटोसिंथेटिक और नॉन फोटोसिंथेटिक जैसे फंजाई जैसे ऑर्गेनिज्म में। तो इसका जो करेक्ट आंसर है, इट इज ऑल ऑफ दीज। इसका सही आंसर क्या है? द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑल ऑफ दीज। I would like to just inform you that in those days, kingdom Plantae, not just contained the algae and the higher plants and lichen, but it also included bacteria, cyanobacteria, that were actually called the blue-green algae, a name that is still in practice. And fungi as well. तो यहाँ पर हम देख रहे हैं कि बैक्टीरिया, साइनोबैक्टीरिया जिनको ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी कहते थे, फंजाई, ये सब जो वो इसी कैटेगरी में जो आते थे, किंगडम प्लांटी में आते थे। और जैसा हम देख सकते हैं, एज वी कैन जस्ट सी दैट whereas bacteria and cyanobacteria are prokaryotes, bacteria and cyanobacteria are prokaryotes. They do not have the well-defined nuclei, nor do they have the membrane-bound cell organelles. So they are prokaryotes, and now they are the members of the kingdom Monera. In the 5 kingdom classification, they are the members of kingdom Monera. But those days, kingdom Plantae just contained all these. Secondly, fungi are heterotroph. fungi are eukaryotes, but they are heterotroph, and the only reason they were included in kingdom Plantae was that they have got the cell wall. So despite being heterotroph, fungi had been included in kingdom Plantae. तो fungi जो वो heterotroph है वो अपना खाना खुद नहीं बनाते हैं, लेकिन इसके बावजूद उनको जो है वो kingdom Plantae में रखा गया था. ठीक है. Further, we can just see that bacteria are unicellular, at least. Cyanobacteria are unicellular, but they just form the colonies. वो colony form करते हैं. लेकिन इसके बावजूद they had been included in the kingdom Plantae. आज के डेट में kingdom Plantae जो वो सिर्फ multicellular जो plants हैं, except a few like Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, उनको छोड़ करके बाकी जो है वो सारे multicellular members हैं. Nowadays the kingdom Plantae just contain only the multicellular members, okay, barring a few, except a few like Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, etc. So none of these criteria were differentiated while including these living beings into the kingdom Plantae. Okay, so all of these were not distinguished by the two kingdom classification. ये सारे जो criteria हैं, तो इनको जो है two kingdom classification में जो वो कोई उनको distinguish नहीं किया जाता था, उनके बीच कोई फर्क नहीं किया जाता था. ठीक है. So let's now just move to the next question, and it is 94. Read the following statement and choose the correct ones. The characteristics like cell structure, nature of wall, mode of nutrition, habitat, method of reproduction, and evolutionary relationship completely replaced the gross morphology for classification. The second is a classification system for the living organism have undergone several changes over the time. The third one is though plant and animal kingdoms have been a constant under all different systems, the understanding of what group or organism be included under these kingdoms have been changing. And the fourth, the number and nature of other kingdoms have never been understood differently by different scientists over the time. So here we just see that two statements are correct. One is the statement 2 and the other is the statement 3. So let's now just see how. ये जो है ना, ये second और third statement जो वो सही है, बाकी the first and the fourth are wrong. First of and this is why the correct option is B. It is 2 and 3. अब कैसे ये first गलत है ये चीज हम समझें. First of all, it is just saying that these criteria like cell structure, nature of wall, mode of nutrition, etc., completely replaced the gross morphology. So here is the mistake. Actually, they were considered besides the gross morphology. Gross morphology was not replaced. It was also used. Okay, so तो gross morphology उसको जो है ना वो replace नहीं किया गया था. Gross morphology के अलावा इन characters को जो है study किया गया था, उसको add किया गया था in the study and in the classification. तो यहाँ पर जो है ना these characters were used besides the gross morphology along with gross morphology. So this is why the first statement is wrong. Let's now just focus on the fourth statement, and here it just says the number and nature of other kingdoms have never been understood differently by different scientists over the time. So it is never here. Let's not just see this, never been understood. तो यहाँ पर क्या है कि जो नंबर है, जो नेचर है किंगडम का, तो वो डिफरेंट साइंटिस्ट जो है वो डिफरेंट टाइम में उन्होंने उसको डिफरेंटली जो वो समझा था. ठीक है. The different scientists over the time had understood the number and nature of the other kingdoms differently. This is why the two kingdom classification was practiced by Linnaeus. The three kingdom classification was brought by Ernst Haeckel. The fourth kingdom classification was given by Copeland, and the five kingdom classification was given by Robert H. Whittaker. Carl Weiss even brought the sixth kingdom classification. So here the correct answer is 2 and 3. So let's just move over to the next question. Question number 95. So here The question is, who proposed a 5-kingdom classification? So here the correct answer is A. R.H. Whittaker. Robert H. Whittaker had actually brought the 5-kingdom classification. तो रॉबर्ट एच व्हिटेकर साहब जो हैं, इन्होंने जब वो 5-kingdom classification की शुरुआत की, he just coined one more kingdom. He just formed one more kingdom, and that is the kingdom fungi. He added one more kingdom, that is kingdom fungi. एक जो है और भी kingdom इन्होंने बनाया जिसको हम कहते हैं kingdom fungi. इसके पहले 4-kingdom classification was in practice. 4-kingdom classification जो practice में था, लेकिन he added the 5th kingdom, that is the kingdom fungi. Not only this, he also returned many organisms to their parent group, because they had got the striking similarity with their parent group, and he just registered that just being unicellular is not a sufficient criteria to be included in the kingdom protista. So सिर्फ यूनिसेलर होना जो है वो किंगडम प्रोटिस्टा का मेंबर होने के लिए काफी नहीं है. अगर कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म यूनिसेलर है, उसके बाकी कैरेक्टर अगर पेरेंट ग्रुप से मिलते जुलते हैं, तो फिर उसको जो है रिटर्न कर देना चाहिए पेरेंट ग्रुप में, जैसे क्लैमाइडोमोनास एंड क्लोरेला वेर जस्ट रिटर्न बैक टू द algal group, and similarly yeast was returned to the parent group fungi. Okay, so Robert H. Whittaker just gave the 5-kingdom classification in 1969. So I think it is clear. So let's now just move to the next question. That is the question number 96. The following is not a kingdom in the 5-kingdom classification. इन किंगडम्स में से, इन 5 क्लासिफिकेशन जो है, तो इसमें कोई एक किंगडम जो है इनमें से वो किंगडम एक्चुअली नहीं है. ठीक है. सो हियर द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज प्रोटोजोआ. प्रोटोजोआ was used to be a phylum. Protozoa used to be a phylum of kingdom Animalia under 2-kingdom classification. Subsequently, when kingdom protista was formed, so protozoans were shifted to kingdom kingdom protista. So here now their protozoans are the members of kingdom protista now, and they do not make any kingdom. तो प्रोटोजोन्स हैं वो क्या है, वो किंगडम प्रोटिस्टा के मेंबर हैं, वो खुद अपने आप में कोई किंगडम नहीं है. सो हियर द करेक्ट आंसर इज प्रोटोजोआ. Okay, so let's now just move to the next question. The 3-domain system has been proposed that divides the kingdom blank into 2 domains. So which kingdom has actually been divided into 2 domains by the 3-domain system? Actually, the 3-domain system is a part of 6-kingdom classification. So 6-kingdom classification that was given by Carl Weiss in 1990 divides Kingdom Monera, into 2 kingdoms, archaebacteria and eubacteria. So some bacteria with more ancient architecture with regard to the cell wall, plasma membrane, their respiration, etc. So they were separated from the other bacteria, and they were put into archaebacteria. On the other hand, the rest of the bacteria, cyanobacteria, etc., were maintained in eubacteria. So archaebacteria includes the methanogens, like methanobacterium, methanococcus, etc. Methanococcus, etc. etc. Thermoacidophile, like thermococcus, and halophiles, like halococcus, etc. On the other hand, the normal bacteria and cyanobacteria were maintained in eubacteria. The system is called the three domain system because he just conceptualized the three domain. That is so here let's see the three domain. That is archaea. The second one is bacteria, and the third one is eukarya. So this concept that the monad should be divided into archaebacteria and eubacteria was based upon his study on the ribosomal RNA of the archaebacteria. Okay, so here let's now just move over to the next question. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर जो है ना हम लोग देखें कि the three domain system is a part of the three kingdom classification, four kingdom classification, five kingdom classification and six kingdom classification. जैसा हमने पिछले अभी क्वेश्चन में बताया कि it is the part of the six kingdom classification. So this is the correct answer. Carl Weiss and his associates, 1990, just studied the 16S RNA sequence of the archaebacteria, and he just separated the archaebacteria on many bases into a new group, new kingdom. He just separated it and included Archaebacteria into the new kingdom, that is a Archaebacteria. Okay, so here the kingdom Monera. Conceptualized by Copeland, was divided into Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. So 16S RNA studies where the basis of this separation. No doubt, there are many other characters by which Archaebacteria differ from the Eubacteria, but very important region was a bit different sequence of 16S RNA of Archaebacteria, and this became the basis for the separation. तो कार्लवीज और उनके साथियों ने जो है ना किंगडम मोनेरा को डिवाइड किया आर्कीबैक्टीरिया और यूबैक्टीरिया में, और यूबैक्टीरिया से जो है आर्कीबैक्टीरिया कई केसेस में कई कैरेक्टर्स में डिफर करते हैं, लेकिन इसके बावजूद 16S RNA जो कि इट वाज ए राइबोसोमल RNA, ठीक है, तो इसका जो एक सीक्वेंस था राइबोसोमल RNA, तो इट वाज द बेसिस ऑफ दिस सेपरेशन. और इसके अलावा आर्कीबैक्टीरिया डिफर फ्रॉम द यूबैक्टीरिया इन मेनी respect. They are more hardy, they are anaerobic, and there are many who are thermophilophiles, as I have just given the example of in the previous question. The methane forming bacteria, Methanobacterium, Methanococcus, as also some halophiles are also there, like Halococcus. So they just differ in their plasma membrane composition, as also the cell wall. So they have got the non-cellulosic cell wall. So here, let's now just move on to the next question, and it is 99, question number 99. So let's see here. The earlier classification system included bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, moss, mosses, fern, gymnosperm, and the angiosperms, and the plants. The character that unified this whole kingdom was mode of nutrition, nucleus, cell wall, none of these. So the correct answer is cell wall, C. अगर हम लोग इन ग्रुप को देखें, suppose we just see these groups, there is a bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, moss, fern, gymnosperm, angiosperm, etc. So here we just see that they differ in their mode of nutrition. वो जो है ना अपने mode of nutrition में differ करते हैं, ठीक है? How do they differ? You can just clearly see that many bacteria and all the fungi are heterotrophic. So they are quite different from the plants, and they cannot be the basis of their inclusion into the kingdom Plantae. ठीक है, तो वो जो है ना बैक्टीरिया है, फंजाई हैं, वो हेट्रोट्रॉफ हैं, और इस वजह से जो है वो न्यूट्रिशन के बेसिस पे जो है प्लांट्स में इंक्लूड नहीं किए जा सकते हैं, ठीक है. लेट्स नाउ जस्ट सी द न्यूक्लियस, द नेक्स्ट क्राइटेरिया न्यूक्लियस. सो न्यूक्लियस वाइज, with respect to nucleus, bacteria and cyanobacteria, there is a blue-green algae. So they are prokaryotes. They do not have a well-defined nucleus, a true nucleus. A well-defined membrane-bound nucleus is completely absent in them. तो यहाँ पर हम देख रहे हैं कि the bacteria and blue-green algae. Blue-green algae. That is cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria have no membrane-bound तो उनमें जो है मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड टूल न्यूक्लियस जो नहीं होता है. They don't have the membrane bound tool nucleus, and this is why they are prokaryotes. They have got the single naked, usually circular ring of DNA, and this is why they are prokaryotes. So nucleus can also not be a criterion for the inclusion into kingdom Plantae. तो न्यूक्लियस भी एक बेसिस नहीं हो सकता है उनके प्लांट किंगडम में इंक्लूड होने को. ठीक है. सो द ओनली फीचर दैट बाइंड्स ऑल ऑफ देम टुगेदर, जो सभी सबों में जो है वो डिफर कर रहा है, तो सबों में वन थिंग दैट इज कॉमन, तो इट इज अ सेल वॉल. तो हियर वी कैन जस्ट सी दैट द सेल वॉल. So what we just see here, that all of them have got this similarity, that they just share the cell wall, they have got the cell wall. ठीक है. तो वो सब में एक ही सिमिलरिटी पाई जाती है, एक ही समानता पाई जाती है कि उनमें सेल वॉल होता है. ठीक है. तो all of them have cell wall. So cell wall is the only binding feature, it is the only unifying feature that led to their inclusion into the kingdom Plantae. ठीक है. सेल वॉल ही जो है वो एक ऐसा रीजन है जिसके वजह से, एक ऐसा कॉमन रीजन है जिसके वजह से उनको जो है किंगडम Plantae में रखा गया. So the correct answer is the cell wall. Let's now just move over to the next question. So all prokaryotic organisms are grouped together under kingdom classification. All prokaryotic organisms are grouped together under kingdom in the 5 kingdom classification. So here the kingdom that have been referred here are kingdom Monera, fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. So it is the kingdom Monera. It is the kingdom Monera. That is the correct answer. So here, what is just needed here is kingdom Monera. So all prokaryotic organisms were kept under one kingdom, that is kingdom Monera, in the 5 kingdom classification. So kingdom Monera included all the prokaryotes like bacteria, cyanobacteria, and mycoplasma. And mycoplasma, the tiniest cells on the earth. So here, this kingdom had been given under 4 kingdom classification that was given by Copeland. Copeland was a scientist created this kingdom under 4-kingdom classification. Under 4-kingdom classification. Okay. So let's now just move over to the next question. अब हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखें. कोपलैंड साहब जो है इन्होंने 4 किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन दिया था और उन्होंने इस किंगडम को जो क्रिएट किया था दैट वाज कॉल्ड किंगडम मोनेरा. तो in the next question, let's see the system of classification that is solely based on habit, color, number and shape of leaves or on the structure of endoecium. Endoecium structure is called natural, artificial, phylogenetic and modern. The answer is the artificial. So the system of classification is called the artificial system of classification. It is a classification that is least informative, that just takes into account just a few characters, just 1 or 2 characters. Okay, so here we just see that it is the characters of some leaves, some characters of leaves and the character of endoecium. So just a few characters are taken into account, they are considered, and the classification is done on their basis. And this is why this system of classification is least informative and it is least logical. ये जो क्लासिफिकेशन है तो इसमें बहुत कम कैरेक्टर्स का जो है वो यूज किया जाता है, 2-3 कैरेक्टर का जो यूज किया जाता है. ठीक है, जैसे इसमें हमने जो हम देख रहे हैं कि लीव्स जो है उसके कुछ कैरेक्टर्स जैसे हैबिट, कलर, नंबर, शेप वगैरह. इसके अलावा एंडोसियम के जो कैरेक्टर है, स्टेमन का जो कैरेक्टर है, तो इसके अब बाकी सारे कैरेक्टर्स जो है तो उनको इग्नोर कर दिया जाता है. ठीक है, बाकी जो कैरेक्टर तो उनको यूज नहीं किया जाता है. ठीक है, तो ऐसा जो सिस्टम है इसको हम कहते हैं आर्टिफिशियल सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन. तो दिस सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन was even practiced by Linnaeus. Linnaeus had also used this system. So here, Carolus Linnaeus had used it. So what we just saw here, saw here that this system uses just a few characters. The system just uses a few characters like the characters of endoecium, stamen characters, and features, some features of leaves. Okay, so let's now move over to the next question. तो बस कुछ लीव्स के कैरेक्टर्स, कुछ स्टेमन के कैरेक्टर, बस इन्हीं 2 कैरेक्टर के बेसिस पे क्लासिफिकेशन करते हैं. The system of classification given by Linnaeus is of course the artificial system of classification. So the correct answer is artificial system of classification. Linnaeus. was basically a botanist. So Linnaeus, also called father of taxonomy, binomial nomenclature, and father of modern botany. So he had classified plants and gave it much more space compared to the animals. And he just gave 20s of classes to the different category of the flowering plants, just on the basis of the characters of stamens and some foliar character. So here, his system of classification was artificial. तो लिनियस जो है, जिनको फादर ऑफ टैक्सोनॉमी के नाम से भी जानते हैं, बाइनोमियल नोमेनक्लेचर के फादर के नाम से भी जानते हैं, और उनको मॉडर्न बॉटनी के फादर के नाम से भी जानते हैं, तो उन्होंने जो है फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स को जो है कोशिश किया था क्लासिफाई करने का व्हेन ही वाज क्लासिफाइंग द लिविंग बीइंग्स, जिसमें मैक्सिमम जो उन्होंने स्पेस जो वो प्लांट्स को दिया और उसमें फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स को दिया, तो उन्होंने जो है मोस्टली स्टेमन्स के कैरेक्टर, कुछ लीफ के कैरेक्टर, बस उसके बेसिस पे क्लासिफाई किया. एंड दिस इज व्हाई हिज सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन इज आर्टिफिशियल. ओके, सो let's now just move to some other questions in the next video. Just keep watching the videos and just clear the concepts. Bye.